Doesn't it look like a soccer shoe? Like a cleat?
It does look like a cleat, yeah.
Right? Doesn't it look like Greekish? Welcome back to DiamondBrosTV. Here we talk about basketball shoes where game meets style, right here on our YouTube channel. Let's get it.
Support by Charlie Mobile, the fun network where you and your friends stay connected.
Welcome to the channel where ball is life. Let's talk about the sneakers that get us there. I'm G Money, and as always, my man Amigo is behind the camera. Today, we have the Nike Giannis Freak 5. Traction and tech. The Nike Giannis Freak 5 features actually really good traction. Was quite a surprise. Here in the forefoot, there's like this multi-directional pattern, and here in the rear, it has a different pattern.
Is that Illuminati?
Kind of looks suspicious, like Illuminati. But what's cool in the forefoot is they have the Giannis logo as the pattern, which is kind of cool, if you ask me. Tech-wise, here in the forefoot, there's forefoot Zoom Air, which is very comfortable when you're running, when you're moving, when you're cutting, running up and down the floor, really good. And here in the heel, they have good impact protection with the foam that they use. Pretty basic setup, the tech is pretty simple, the traction is great, and all in all, good traction, decent tech. Traction test time. Wow. Cushion and fit. The Nike Giannis Freak 5 has a pretty simple cushion setup. Here in the forefoot, it has Zoom Air, really comfortable when you're jumping, when you're running, when you're making quick moves. It's probably the strength of the shoe. And in the heel, just simple cushion, good Nike foam. So cushion wise, it's a decent shoe. Still, you could feel the court when you're moving. It's not overly cush or plush. Not bad. Inside the heel and the ankle area, it's padded well. Does its job. Better than average, I would say.
Looks thick.
Yeah, pretty thick foam. And then the fit, I would say stay true to size. You don't want to size up or size down. The forefoot is pretty wide, so I would say whatever you wear in basketball shoes, go with the same here. And these shoes come with Nike insoles. I don't really have a great opinion about them because again, they don't help with cushion at all. So swap these out if you can. I would definitely recommend that. Materials and style. The Nike Giannis Freak 5 actually looks like a great shoe. Kind of reminds me of a European kind of design, a little bit soccer shoey. Kind of goes back to his roots from being from Greece. I think Nike did a great job using budget materials to make a really good looking shoe. Don't you think so, amigo?
I think it looks like a luxurious shoe.
So they use like this synthetic fake leather here on the big giant swoosh, and then above that, in between it, they have like this plasticky material here, and also here on the front of the shoe, the toe area, a nice plush fake leather again, and the sock liner here. It's not that cheap, but it's not that silky, right in between. Again, great use of budget materials to make a really stylish shoe. So all in all, this shoe used budget materials, executed really well, and I think the style is something that you will be able to wear on the court and feel special. Doesn't go unnoticed. Amigo, it's your favorite part, Easter egg time.
Yep, definitely see these.
So the shoe features some interesting Easter eggs. Right here in the traction, it has a bunch of little Giannis logos. Do you see that, amigo?
Yep, that's not bad.
And the other suspicious part we talked about is in the heel. Kind of looks like an Illuminati logo.
There's gotta be something about that.
I don't know if you can get it on camera, but if you zoom real close, there's another Giannis logo coming right deep in that heel. That's kind of looking like the Illuminati's coming out of the Giannis logo.
That's crazy.
Kind of cool. And then real deep in that traction, there's like this African tribal. Kind of gets introduced into the shoe. You can see that here again on the side, underneath the swoosh, another African tribal pattern. And then here on the, where is that? Let me see, the rear swoosh. It's a reverse swoosh with another African tribal pattern. That's pretty cool. And then here on the tongue, another Giannis logo. I think Giannis wants to make sure everyone knows this is his shoe. There's Giannis logos everywhere. And then behind the tongue, he's got his signature. So I guess when you get his autograph, you can verify, you know what the signature looks like, and no one can fake it. That's kind of cool. I guess it kind of makes it feel personal. And then the last but not least, you know, people might not notice about him. He's a family man. And here on the inside of the heel, it's kind of hidden away. This is my favorite Easter egg. His whole family's, all their names are from here in the heel all to the forefoot. He wants them with him every time he balls.
That's crazy. Everyone is there?
Everyone. I think his parents, his kids, his brothers, his wife's name, everybody from the heel to the forefoot.
Love that.
And then last but not least, something kind of cool. They have the air zoom kind of going from the traction pattern up into the side of the shoe. Nice little touch. Court feel. The Nike Giannis Freak 5 was a great shoe to play in. I was attracted to it because of the style. I think it looks unique. But then when I put it on the court, I was surprised by the traction. The traction, I think, is the best part of the shoe. It does really, really well. With the forefoot Zoom Air, that helps with the cushion. The heel being comfortable, that helps. And the padding around the ankle area, that also helps. I think an issue is breaking these shoes in. It takes a couple of wears, maybe 3 to 4 wears, and you know, we got to get the laces really tight. They start coming undone the first couple of times. And I think if you're patient with that, you will be rewarded with this shoe. I recommend this shoe for, you know, the 2 to the 4. I don't recommend it for point guards. And I don't recommend it for centers. I think a shooting guard, a power forward, you know, or a wing player, they could do really well with this shoe. All in all, good shoe. You can run, you can play hours in them, but make sure you break them in. And one thing I want to tell you is swap out the insoles. These don't help with comfort. You know, you need a little bit extra support. The shoe doesn't have a shank in it, so get a custom orthotic that can give you that arch support and a little bit of a shank to give you pep in your step. So all in all, good shoe, good performer on court. Alright, it's time for our diamond rating on the Nike Giannis Freak 5. We talked about the traction and the tech, how amazing the traction is. It's got this Illuminati feature here in the back, and extremely good traction here in the forefoot. We talked about the tech, Nike Zoom Air, and a good Nike foam to help with the cushion. We talked about cushion and fit, how you want to stay true to size. You want to replace the insole for something you're more comfortable in. And the shoe doesn't have a shank, so try to get some arch support to help with a little pep in your step. And make sure you break in the shoe. You know, the lockdown takes a little bit, maybe 3 to 4 wears for you to truly enjoy this shoe on court. We talked about materials and style, how this shoe looks kind of iconic. You can't miss this shoe on a court. It looks like a Giannis shoe, big Nike swoosh, and the materials they use are pretty budget, but they did it really well and made it look luxurious. Right, amigo?
Yeah, I like how it looks a lot.
And then we talked about my experience playing these. These were excellent. Again, it took time to break them in, but once you did, this was a good performer. Great for shooting guards, power forwards and centers. Not great for point guards, but all in all, this is a good shoe. We're gonna give this an 8.1 out of 10 diamonds. Lace up, comment, hit like and subscribe, and come ball with us. It's more than a game, it's a way of life. Thanks, and see you on the next one. Peace.